Moment, like I said, StreamYard give. Yes, top of the afternoon. How is the content looking now? This is the Motion Chronicles. This is going to be a special live stream. As you can see, we are back in studio. Yes. Um, Salute, first one in the building, CW, Team Shanewz Boxing. Yo, CW, I wanted to personally thank you on air for the donation yesterday and also the $10 cash app. Thank you so much, brother. You definitely are Team Shanewz Boxing. And the brand is bigger than what a lot of these suckers, busters, marks ever imagine. And we're going to do a lot of set tripping today because I stayed quiet for quite some time. I let people play with my name. Well, not really play with it. A lot of times you need the roaches, the rodents, the weasels, the cowards to do certain things. Because when they sit around and gossip like bitches, they talk about you like cowards do, whisper about you, and then you come out of your bag and you're all of the opposite of the things that they say, they can't lie no more, right? They can't lie no more. But salute to you, CW. Like I said, the moment this live stream, if this live stream gets stupid like yesterday, right? Don't worry, I'm gonna shut it down and come right back on YouTube. But we're gonna do some boxing reactions today, right? Because there's a lot going on. I asked yesterday, right? I was in the gym. I'm in the gym all the time, but I was in the gym yesterday, and I was like, "Yo, um, you know, what are you goofies talking about, right? Put it in the comments, right? What's being talked about on YouTube boxing, right? What's being talked about, right? Because that's this is what the YouTube boxing community consists of: people sitting around, um, and all they do is talk boxing, right? So I was like, what's being talked about? Because I want to talk some boxing this weekend. Because when it's obvious when I do boxing, right? Like I was just in the gym doing it, light work, heavy bag, shit like that. The guys that sit around and talk it, Haney know me. I'm gonna get to that. That's definitely I'm set tripping all over that. Cause you see how I sparked it. Shout out to Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley seeing what I said and spoke on it. I'm on it like this, right? Somebody's gonna get exposed. Matter of fact, let's just get on that right now, CW, since you brought that up. Haney Norman. Somebody's gonna get exposed, right? Whoever it is who's gonna be, right? But let's just say this: we're gonna cover both spectrums, right? Because I covered the other spectrum the other day. Timothy Bradley did a great, what's the name? And I was like, all these guys is online. Matter of fact, let me pull this up real quick, right? I want to pull this up, right? This is I want to show you how certain comments I don't even give no energy to, right? Please let me know that you can see this, CW, right? Certain comments I don't give no energy to. All right. All right, here it is right here, right? So I want to make sure you see this. All right. Can y'all see this? Do y'all see this, right? Right? Now I'm gonna go in on this, right? I'm gonna go in on this, right? because I put the content out and Timothy Bradley won in, right? Let me get off the screen so you can see it. Now remember, I did a Haney Norman. Yeah, see, it's doing it again. It's doing, yeah, but it's moving so slow. I'm gonna shut this down because I already. Yeah, see, StreamYard is doing it again, right? So that's cool. I can't prepare for that today, right? Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna go back on the YouTube, right? Um, well, let's blow this up. So the dude commented. He said I was a Haney fanboy. I laughed. I didn't even give him a reaction. I saved my reaction for now. I'm not a Haney fanboy. What I am is somebody that does know boxing. I have stats to show this. I come from a bloodline of lineage of coaches, fighters, things of that nature. So what I pointed out was the obvious, right? And most of you guys that sit around and you talk boxing, you guys are fans, right? We're all supposed to be fans, but a lot of you guys are dummy fans, right? You really don't know what you're watching. So what I did was I highlighted a guy who was bone cheekers, not a world beater. Some may even say he's a world class club fighter, right? But he was also able to drop Brian Norman Jr., right? And I said, if this guy can do that, why can't Devin Haney do that? That makes me a Devin Haney fanboy? No, I'm just pointing out techniques and something that I've seen, right? Now, the typical boxing fan sees what Brian Norman has done against Statue of Liberty fighters, not elusive fighters. Sasaki, another, maybe a world class club fighter, right? Sectilian, I remember his father, right, who still never apologized. I'm gonna get to him today too, because I'm set tripping, right? I remember his father commented before I had to block him on my IG. Like I said, he played with my name, right? These dudes like to disrespect your name on some like he would he call me a fuck nigga, a fuck boy. No, that's what you do. That's what fuck niggas do. They play with niggas' name that they really don't know, right? But we'll get to that because we set tripping today. Um, but I remember he commented when he fought Santillion and what's in it, and I was like, yo, don't worry about me, brother. Focus on the task because they already written you off. You know, they sent you over there to lose, right? You got dropped in your last fight. They trying to get rid of you on top rank. It's so funny how people forget things. See, I don't forget things. I'm on a different type of time with this, right? But I remember he left a comment, and I'm like, yo, handle your business, man. You know, they sending you over there to lose. But he beat Santillion, right? Beat him. And then they gave him two, I'm gonna call a spade, showcase fights. Derek Cuevas was a showcase fight, but the typical boxing fan doesn't know these things because, like I said, they are deaf, dumb, and blind to boxing, especially when you listen to content creators who are deaf, dumb, and blind. They're gimmicks, right? So when he knocks out Derek Cuevas, a guy who quit, he got punched with a hard jab and started blinking, looked like he was tearing, he quit. Then he fought Sasaki, who basically was, just throwing wide hooks, right? Because if you watch the fight, he threw a wide hook, barely landed. Brian Norman Jr., good fighter, countered it, put him on the deck, right? Beat him up, right? So now, with these two performances in the Santillion, the fans automatically think that he's just going to run through a Devin Haney, right, who has seen many different styles. Pay attention to this. Like I said, I'm not a Devin Haney fanboy, but Devin Haney has been in there with a Lomachenko, right? He has been in there with a Lomachenko. And let me ask you this, CW, when it comes to the skill sets, whose skill set would you say is better, Lomachenko or Brian Norman Jr.'s? Anybody can answer that. Feel free. I want to see where people's boxing IQ is, right? Because you guys are, we're not questioning Brian Norman's strength and hitting hard, but we're talking skill sets now. Who has a better skill set, right? Would you say Lomachenko? And you know what I mean by skill set. Let's break down skill set. IQ, footwork, setting traps, power. Brian Norman Jr. definitely blows him out the frame with the power. But does he blow Lomachenko out the frame with the other skill sets that I just named? Footwork, setting traps, things like that. Does he? Does he do that? Right? Maybe he does, but do we know that? Right? Right? Listen, I'm kicking, I'm set tripping today. I'm talking boxing. These guys can't fuck with me. Tell them to come over here, get in the chat. Send the chat out. Do like y'all do. Talk about me. Send my link out. I'm on live right now. I'm kicking it. I'm kicking some real shit, right? Does he have those abilities? Exactly. You know. You know he does. He really does, right? But I don't have to break all that down. Like I said, maybe Brian Norman Jr. does, but we have not seen it yet, right? Because, see, you guys are sold off of him off of Derek Cuevas and Suzuki, Statue of Liberties, right? But we seen Lomachenko frustrate Devin Haney, right? We seen him say, yo, man, he knows everything. He figured it, but he went through the fire. He figured it out. Some say he lost that fight, but he got the win. So we seen Devin in these type of situations, right? We haven't seen that with Brian Norman Jr. That's why I said somebody's going to get exposed, right? Somebody's going to get exposed, right? Now, if Devin Haney beats him, you know what they're automatically going to say? Brian Norman was green. He wasn't on the elite level, right? That's why I said somebody's going to get exposed, right? Now, if Brian Norman goes out there and stops Devin Haney, they're going to say that Devin Haney was too small. Brian Norman was too strong. Somebody is going to get exposed. How is the content looking now, man? Who do you think is going to get exposed, right? Who do you think? If you know boxing, right? All I was saying is don't think that Devin Haney is not being prepared. There's a reason why he was sparring middleweights and big, strong guys, right? And one thing about his father, Bill is sly as a fox. He's slick as a can of oil. You don't think Bill Haney would have took this fight if he doesn't think Devin could possibly win? He's seen something, right? Because one thing they say about Bill, who was the former manager of the year, right? He's a matchmaker. He knows how to style his son up to fight. See, I know you guys are listening to Brian Norman Sr. on these different platforms, right? He's just talking and yapping, right? Promoting the fight. Well, now he is. Before he was just talking and yapping about boots. Like, you ain't even fighting boots, man. Why are you still talking about boots, man? Why are you still talking about Boots? And now you got to fight Haney. And Haney's not going in to lay down. Haney's going to run around. That's what y'all say, right? He's going to run around. So you're going to have to cut off the ring. Now, I've been watching some of your videos. You doing the moves and all. That's cool. In the gyms, that's cool. November 22nd, we're going to have to see that. November 22nd, that's when you're going to really have to show all of that, right? But if we go off of what we have, especially with Brad Goodman, that is the matchmaker over there at Top Rank, and Brad Jacobs have matched you up with Top Rank, we haven't seen you in there with nobody that's going to move like a chicken. And I say a chicken respectfully, not a chicken that he's scared. He's going to be elusive. He's going to be moving around. Are y'all following that? So like I said, November 22nd, somebody's going to get exposed. Now, if like I was trying to prepare you guys, man, because I don't want, if it doesn't go, because a lot of y'all thinking that Devin's going to get blown out the water. Now, if Devin doesn't go in there and get blown out the water, that's what I was trying to prepare you for. Now, if he goes in there and he puts on a boxing clinic, he boxes, because I know you guys are listening to Norman Sr. saying that, oh, they're not worrying about nothing. I seen tape of you. Shout out to Jihad Tucker, right? Look, they are worried. Don't listen. Don't think by no means that they thinking that this is going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be a walk in the park. Even if he's stronger than him, he has to land. He has to be able to. Devin's not going to sit in front of him. Like me and CW was having this conversation, right? And CW didn't agree with me, but I was trying to break down boxing to CW. Like, Devin Haney is not going to go in there and sit in front of him. He's not Suzuki. He's not Centillion. He's not Derek Quavers. Brian Norman Jr. is going to have to do that. He's going to have to cut the ring off. He's going to have to apply the pressure. Now, I like what his father was saying. His father said something, and he said with Centillion. Centillion hit him with elbows and all these type of things, and he couldn't keep him up off him. But you guys already don't respect what Devin Haney brings to the table. And that's why I had to highlight Bowen Chica. Bowen Chica, is he known as a puncher? But yeah, he almost put Junior flat on his face. So you don't have to be a big puncher to stop a guy or knock a guy out, right? What do y'all really know boxing? Look, I'm about to give y'all a gem, man. Maybe not, man. I don't know. I'm giving out too much free game, man. I'm giving out too much free game right now over here, man. My man CW said I'm cooking. But let me just tell y'all something. Timing is power too, right? And then I'm about to move on. I'm gonna go to somewhere else now. Because I don't want to give out too much on this. Because y'all, to be honest, I don't really like Brian Norman Sr. He disrespected me. He never apologized, right? He disrespected me. So I don't want to, speak too much on what they got going on, right? But timing is power for those of y'all that don't know. Timing, speed, right? If I can hit you with a punch that you don't see, you don't think that shit's gonna affect you? I don't give a fuck how weak you think I am. If you don't see a punch coming, or I catch you, like what Timothy Bradley was saying, come over the top, and I get there before you, and I can walk through. You ain't gonna walk through it. It might drop your dumb ass. Yeah, just hold on to that though, man. How are we looking, man? How is the content looking, man? How's the content? CW said, I like that sauce. Somebody's gonna get exposed. Exactly. And when it does, people gonna be in here just dumbfounded, right? The excuses is already gonna be there. Either one fighter was too green, he wasn't ready, he didn't fight nobody on that level, or the other ladder, he was too big, he was too strong, he was still shell-shocked, right? He was shell-shocked. Somebody's gonna get exposed. November 22nd, though, man. But look, I want to switch gears real quick, right? I got the audio. Y'all be able to hear the audio. because you see, for whatever reasons, StreamYard is just real good for you. But and I think this is what Trey was talking about. Shout out to Trey Williams out there out of Omaha. He's fighting too next month, pro debut. You guys hear me? I think I had lost the audio for a second. But like I said, shout out to Trey Williams. And he was asking me yesterday, if you was watching that live stream that was being affected, about the boxing voice. I did not see it. I seen it last night. So I think I know what he was talking about. So the boxing voice, shout out to Ness and Two Tone and the young lady. I don't know her name, but Bomac was on there. Did y'all catch that? Bomac was on the boxing voice. Now Bomac and Two Tone, they have a little discrepancy. I remember before, when Two Tone, who I think he still is somewhat of a host with Ness, they had him on before, and Bomac and Two Tone had like a little. So, and if you know Bomac, that's how it is, right? But Bomac called him a hater, and I'm gonna play this audio. I really wanted to play the video, but you see what's going on, man. I think I'm getting too nice with the streaming, man. And like I said, I set trip, but not only will I set trip, I will put this fist in your face, man. I will. I'll do it. You know, that's why I don't really I don't deal with a lot of the fandoms, man. Cause like I'm big on respect, right? Me and my man the other day, right? CW, hopefully you're still in here. CW will tell you, me and CW were disagreeing, right? On boxing talk. But not one time did I say, fuck you, CW, you're pussy, right? I don't think I did that, right? I kept saying respectfully, this, that, the third. But me and him was disagreeing the other day when I was doing the Haney Norman breakdown. I did not say one time, man, yo, fuck you, CW, you're a pussy. But these guys are so comfortable with doing that. And I hit my man up WCS, right? And I was like, yo, these niggas don't even know I will fucking pop your head off over my name, man. I'll blow your head off, man. I think people are starting to understand that now because I keep a pistol on me, man. That's why I stay in the gym to get a lot of that out of me. But I will pop your fucking head off, man, over my name, man. Like, I don't play those games, man. I don't disrespect people like that, man. But see, dudes, they be stupid with it, man. Right? I'm big on respect, man. Like, at the end of the day, we don't have to agree on shit, right? We don't have to agree on shit. But it gotta be respect. It gotta be respect, right? But like I was saying, right? See how they trying to call my phone? Cause look, I'm killing it right now, right? I'm killing it, right? But back to what I was saying about Two Tone, and I'm gonna play this audio. It's good audio, man. So apparently they are coming at Crawford because they are saying that Terrence Crawford has turned into what he always talked about, you know, the system being blackballed and things like that. And Bomac was on there. I think this was what Trey was talking about. I seen it yesterday. Bomac kind of went off. Bomac, I'm gonna let y'all hear the audio. Look, I want to pull it up, but like I said, StreamYard, like this might be my last month with y'all, StreamYard. I'm just being honest, man. I'm disappointed at how y'all are moving and grooving. But here it is right here. Let me know y'all can hear the audio.
You're sad. You ain't no boxer, man. You're a straight hater. I'm a straight hater.
Yeah, that's the end right there, right? So that is Bo Mack was on the Boxing Boys. Now, apparently, see Ness. This is what I don't like about Ness, and I'm gonna put this. I'm set trimming today, right? A lot of you guys need to start calling out Ness, right? See, what Ness does is what I like to call Ness really wanted to be on this type of time with you, Bo Mac. I hope you know that. And I'm gonna put that out there. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna see this. Because like I said, a lot of people act like they don't watch my content, but everybody watches my content, right? But I want to show the audio, the actual visual, right? So you guys be so quick to fuck with certain content creators and things of that nature, but they really don't fuck with y'all. They really don't fuck with y'all. And Ness really doesn't fuck with y'all. Because I'm going to show you. This is all Ness, but he used two-tone to deliver the message. Because when two-tone says something, I can't show the audio because StreamYard is acting stupid over here. Ness is going to be in the background giving it the thumbs up with two-tone said. Anytime you give something a thumbs up, what is that saying? I'm co-signing that. Do y'all catch that? I'm co-signing that, right? But let's listen to what is being spoken on.
I'm saying because y'all ducking bullets. How am I saying because y'all ducking bullets? The one thing that you said that I don't like, Bud, get him at the right time, or Bud, get him at the right time. Well, come on, man. It's about who available. You said he fight who available. Jerome Boots is available. How many times Bud did told y'all Boots and turned the...
Discover the art of thoughtful gifting with Kathy Hilton as she shares her favorite ideas for celebrating.
Bud did told y'all Boots and turned the fight down. Why you want to go back? Why is Bud got to go back? I want Bud Crawford to complete the Mayweather trifecta and give a hungry lion an opportunity. Bud got to a point to where he can do what he wanted to. He can do what he wanted to. He can fight who he wanted to fight. He can go fight fucking he can go fight your ass next week and still get paid. Y'all turn into the very thing that y'all hate. Y'all turn into the very thing that y'all hate.
Now see, if I could have played the visual, as soon as he said that, Ness was like this, right? See, he told Bo Mac out. He called Bo Mac out because Bo Mac basically saying like, Bud is in a position where he's calling the shots, right? He's calling the shots. He can fight whoever he wants to fight. You know, my saying is cool when they do it, right? Canelo Alvarez, all the guys that be on top of the game, this is what they do. But I get it, man, because and I say this respectfully, it's cousin Bud, Black Bud, Nappy. It's Bud doing it now, so it's not cool. But it's cool when they do it, right? Right? It's cool when they do it, right? He can fight whoever. He's the ticket. But now they want him to just jump in there with who they want him to jump in there with. I get it, man. Fans, no doubt. Right? We set tripping to that. But what Bo Mac is saying is valid, right? Canelo did it. Floyd did it. All these guys do it when they have the throne, right? They pick and choose who they want to fight. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do, right? Are y'all catching that? But this is what this is really over. But Ness was like this. He was co-signing. He was with it. Like, yeah, two-tone, get him, right?
See, y'all turn into the very thing that y'all hate. Y'all turn into the very thing that y'all hate. When Bud Crawford was on the lower scale, y'all was saying, oh, they doing Bud wrong. Now that y'all at the top, y'all doing the same shit that y'all hate. What else Bud got to prove in this game? What else we got to prove in this game? A hungry young lion? He didn't have him. He didn't gave all those guys. He gave those guys an opportunity, but those guys passed it up. Booth had his chance. Booth had his chance to make some good money. Had his chance.
You heard what he said right there. Boots had his chance. How do y'all feel about that, man? Put it in the comment section, man. He said he had his chance, man. He had his chance. But now they want Bud to fight him again, right? Didn't Bud want that fight? Right? He had his chance. But now, since Bud has beat Canelo, right? Since Bud has beat Canelo, and please, when look, CW, I want you to catch this. Watch these Monday morning quarterbacks. Yeah, right? CW always got to set it off, but they don't watch me. Watch they try to come and talk this boxing. CW, that's why I told you, I don't like talking boxing no more, man. Because all these dudes do is try to steal what I bring to the game and then act like they don't watch me or they don't know me. And then when I run down on them and I'm very aggressive or I'm hostile, it's a problem. No, that's not a problem. I don't play those games, man. I don't play those games. That's why I stay out the way. Right? I stay out the way, man. I get out the way, but when motherfuckers get in your way and you be like, yo, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, CW, I'm cooking. Now this is just boxing reaction, man. I'm set tripping. But Bomac is valid, man. Remember? Look. Now I told you I'm set tripping today. Yo, what's the boxing executive nigga? The blue nigga, right? I'm gonna just call him Blue, because you know they report channels and shit, man. It's a lot of agents on this. So the blue guy, the blue fella, remember? He said that he set the fight up. Remember that? Do y'all remember that? CW over here and a couple of other people. Remember that? Do y'all remember that? Let me know, man. Let me know, man. Do y'all remember that when the blue fella said that he tried to make that fight happen? Right? Remember? He was an executive. He was making fights. I don't think he still does that anymore, but he was making fights. Remember, he said that he tried to get Bud and Boots Ennis to fight. Remember? Do y'all remember that? Come on, man. Put it in the comments, man. We cooking, man. Come on. I'm giving y'all boxing, man. Don't be like that. We doing the boxing, man. I'm giving y'all boxing. All right? Talk to me, man. The comments are free. Do y'all remember that though, right? Because Bomac said they gave him an opportunity. They gave him an opportunity. And the guy, like I said, the blue guy, he said it too. All right? Well, let's continue on with this audio. This is some fire audio. It's cool when they do this, right?
Coach, didn't Earl spin the block again? Didn't Earl spin the block again? With Bud. Wait, who he spin the block with? Who did he spin the block with? With Bud.
So now, see how they just twisted that, right? Look, now, like I said, I'm not T. Crawford. I'm not defending Bomac, but they spent that. You know why they spent that? And the average fan, that's going to go over their head, right? Earl didn't spin the block on nothing. See, Earl and Terrence Crawford were never going to fight. It was all set up for Terrence Crawford to get blackballed, never get the fight, right? Earl didn't spin the block. Him and Terrence had that conversation, and Earl was educated and enlightened, like, yo, dog, you leaving a lot of money on the table. Because remember, Terrence, look, see, these guys are going to try to speak on this now because I'm speaking on it, right? Remember, Terrence took the Abanesian fight because what was they doing? They was freezing him out. And then what did they do? They twisted the narrative. Oh, he negotiates in bad faith. Remember all these YouTubers that do nothing in boxing. These are the narratives they was running with. No, they was freezing that man out. Remember, he was supposed to take 20, 70-30, 80-20. Remember, they was freezing him out. See, I don't like to come on here and talk boxing, man, because now everybody else is going to try to run with this because I'm talking on this, right? The guys that don't watch me, that claim they have motion and all this. He said Boots did have the chance. Yeah, we know that. Remember the matchmaker guy over there, BOK Prime, was trying to make it happen. So these are facts. But they just tried to twist it though and said that EJ spent the block. Like EJ gave him the opportunity again. No, he didn't. Remember, they were negotiating. That fight was been supposed to happen. But they was trying to, make it so Earl didn't get exposed. See, Earl got exposed, man. They was trying to protect him all the way, right? If Earl never fought Terrence Crawford, he would have eventually got Thurman and all. They was doing what they do over there, man. But that no longer works. That no longer works, man. Because Bud baptized him, and the rest is history. Now him and Charlo may fight. Who they should have been for, man. Him and Charlo may fight if they could ever come up with some of the money for that fight. Because, we're going to get to that too. From what Eddie Hearn just said, those guys are asking for money that, is out of their league. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not part of their teams. I don't know. So I can't really dive in on that, right? But let's continue on. Or who did he spin the block with?
What are you talking about? Bull walked up to him and chopped him and said, I want you. What are you talking about, brother?
But Bomac, he talking about when Bud specifically walked away and went to fight Avanesian.
Nobody gave you that. You tell anybody else that wants to fight, Bud, you get in fucking line. You earn your fucking shot, whatever the case gotta
but
be.
Canelo gave him a shot, too.
You always trying to move the goalposts on Bud.
When did Bud become bigger than the program? Canelo ain't bigger than the program.
Listen. Bud fought his way up to the top. Didn't nobody give Bud shit.
How y'all feel about that? Let's stop it again, man. We cooking, man. Heard what he just said? Bud ain't bigger than the program. Didn't I just highlight that? Look, I took my glasses off. I'm looking real cool, right? I'm combing my beard. Where the trolls at, man? Where the trolls at, man? See, y'all in the bushes hiding. See, stay in the bushes, man. Y'all stayed in the bushes so long as content fans that y'all don't even matter no more to me. Y'all don't even matter no more to me, man. I laugh at you niggas, man. In a couple years, I'm going to be retired. I'm going to be doing the things that I want to do full time. Y'all still going to be talking about views. I'm going to be signing fighters, growing, glowing, and glowing. But how do y'all feel about what he just said right there? Rewind it back to what I just said. When the other guys did it, it was cool. Right? When Mayweather was in position, Bomac was kicking the real. He was kicking the real. But I'm just kicking it raw for him. He was kicking the real. Like, now that Bud is in position, it's a problem. Because Bud was never supposed to be in position. Right? When EJ was in position, it was cool. When all these other guys was in position to call shots, it was always cool. Hope y'all not losing that sight, man. Hope y'all not losing that sight. See, this shit is all rigged. It's just like with me when it comes to talking this boxing, right? They don't like me. If they don't like you, it's always going to be a problem with anything that you do. But that's why you got to have the mentality like Soros and say, fuck them. Do you. Get with God and do you and keep throwing it in their face. And if they got a problem, go to your waist and blow their fucking head off. Say, stay in line, nigga. Stay in line, nigga. I'll blow your fucking head off. You get out of line. Don't cross that gun line, boss. Don't cross that gun line, boss. Don't cross that gun line, boss. But yes, Bomac is definitely cooking. Right? Right? They mad now, man. Oh, Bud is bigger than the program. How? How is he bigger than the program when the program tried to blacklist him, blackball him, and he had to fight, right? Bud Crawford was silly from Color Purple, right? He was silly, and I say that respectfully. He was silly. Right? He was a king, right? Remember, Silly had bread. She was all the way up. But they tried to deny her, right? They tried to deny Silly. You sure is ugly. What happened at the end, right? Silly had everything, right? She had everything. He said, keep that fire wood. Oh, yeah, we coming. You know that. I received that, CW. I received Mr. 20%, man. That's why I tell you now, these dudes can't afford my goods and services, man. They can't afford my goods and services. Shout out to Master Rank on the backside over here. I see you. I see you. All right. I see you, fella. But yo, Bo Mac was spot on, right? Look.
He had to fight and earn his way to the top. Nah, coach. No. Heavy is Heavy is the head that wears the ground. Heavy is the head that wears the ground. Hold on. Canelo fought Triple G 3 times. Canelo fought Laura. We still want him to run the spot with David Benavidez. You're sad, brother. You're sad. You ain't no boxer, man. You're the straight hater. I'm a straight hater.
Yeah, Bo Mac told me he was sad. Talk his shit, Bo Mac. Bo Mac told that man he was sad, man. He was a straight hater. He was a hater, man. Damn, man. It's cool when they do it, man. Damn, man. Yeah, they really don't like Bud, man. Yeah, Bud was supposed to lose to Spence. He was supposed to lose to Canelo. Yeah, he can't win, man. If he fight Boots, right? He fight anybody that they want him to fight, and he wins. What they gonna say? Yo, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. That's what they gonna say. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. But man, how's the content looking, y'all? How is the content looking? Man, he wasn't ready. I told you I'm set tripping today, man. That was another boxing conversation right there. Bo Mac went off, man. Shout out to Bo Mac, man.
I'm sad because y'all ducking boots. How am I sad because y'all ducking boots?
So now Bud is ducking boots. But that was courtesy of Two Tone. Two Tone is hot right now, man. All right. Let's go somewhere else real quick. How's the content looking, y'all? This is boxing. I told you I was set tripping a little bit. Bud needs to fight a heavyweight. Yeah, they want Bud to get beat up. Nah, Bud needs to just get beat up, right? If he gets beat up, they'll be happy, right? yeah, word to mother. They just want him to get beat up, man. It's just listen, CW. That's how the game is, right? It's like them niggas that I told you about that sit on the corner all day with no motion. They want to see a nigga that has motion to fall off so they can be like him, right? They want you to be like them. That's why they want Bud to get beat up, man, right? But Bud is winning, man. He did it his way, man. They want him to get beat up, man. If he gets beat up, right? Because they still hurt that he beat up Spence, man. Because these guys were sold on Spence, man. Remember? Spence was that dude, man. Spence was supposed to beat Canelo. I don't think EJ could beat Charlo right now, man. Real talk. Because EJ ain't the same. Charlo knows that too, and I'm going to get to that next. Right? We set tripping today, man. Let's get over here to that next, right? Now, see, I would have played the actual, the videos, man. But like I said, StreamYard is on goofy time. Just like Cousin Roy. They was happy once Roy got clipped, right? Once you get clipped, you good. CW. That's what it's about. It's about you losing. When you lose, right? They be happy. Right? We're gonna go over here, brother. Here it is right here. Let's see how y'all feel about this, man. Smash the like buttons, yo. Likes is free. Salute to everybody that's coming in and out. Listen to
Man, I honestly think Earl Spence is a good fight. I like Earl Spence. I never spoke on this. I'm going to speak on this right now. I don't have no issue with Earl Spence. All right? How does he just finish walking me and go to get our workout in? I don't have no issue with Earl Spence. I just feel that let's make it. I'm PBC down. Like, I don't know about. I ain't never got a phone call from I got a few emails and DMs and here and there and some contracts from Eddie Hunters. I never got no real contract from Eddie Hunters as the grown man that I am now. I don't have no issue with Earl Spence.
Yo, wait, did y'all catch that? Let's break that down, man. He said, I'm gonna bring it back, man. I want y'all to hear that, man. I don't think y'all heard that, man. Cause I'm set tripping today, right? I want y'all to hear what he said. And so when I kill him, you understand why I'm gonna kill him. Because you guys, for years and years, spoke on these guys as bosses, yada, 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 right? Listen to this.
Let's make that. I'm PBC now. Like, I don't know about, I ain't never got a phone call from, I got a few emails and DMs and here and there and some contracts from Eddie Hunters. I never got no real contract from Eddie Hunters as the grown man that I am now.
Wait, so as the grown man you are now, you heard that? Did y'all hear that, man? I brought it back, man. 45-minute mark. As the grown man you are now. So all the other times when they was trying to make fights happen for you, you wasn't a grown man. What was you? Oh, call Al. Call Al. Your PBC down. You did say that. I get it. But you were supposed to be a boss. Lines only promotion. I remember Eddie Hearn's friend on you and your brother years ago. I highlighted because they said I was hating. I was like, nah, if they the promoter, promoters talk to the promoters, man. Remember when he was trying to get your brother to fight Demetrius Andrade? When Maul was still at Maul, not you, that's Mel that we just listened to. When Maul was still at 160, he tried to get him to fight Demetrius Andrade for unification. Remember, Booba was the WBO champion. Charlo had the WBC, but Lines Only Promotions couldn't make the fight happen. But I guess because what you just said, your brother's your twin, right? Catch this, I'm giving y'all game. So they're the same age. So his brother wasn't a grown man either then. Did y'all catch that? His brother wasn't a grown man either because they're twins. If he wasn't a grown man, or now he just as a grown man now. So I guess when Eddie Hearns was trying to get y'all or your brother, y'all wasn't grown. Y'all wasn't grown, man. We sad tripping today, man. Hopefully y'all catching the sauce, man. It's cool when they do it, right? I ain't telling no jokes or nothing, man.
As the grown man that I am now, I don't have no issue with Earl Spence. I just believe that, like, I don't know what's happening with the boxing world. Like right after my era, Canelo shit, it was like I started to watch boxing change. And I got my little distance, and I thought that it was important for me to just focus strictly on my family and my kids.
So what happened with boxing, man? What happened was you niggas ain't fighting. That's what happened. The money dried up over there. But maybe you do need to fight EJ, right? Maybe you do need to fight EJ. He said the Charlos may be making me mad. They all, listen, man, all those guys over there had music industry situations. NDA type of deals. They couldn't speak. You see how old I like they are here, man. Yo, you want to have a fight? Yo, we got $7 million for you for the Yo, we got $10 million for you for this. Yo, you can't make a deal on your. Can you make a deal on your own? What was going on, man? I thought you was the promoter. I thought this was Lines Only Promotions. I thought this was Man Down Promotions. It's crazy how all those promoters, those boxing promoters over there, right? They could never make a fight without Al. Do I have to pull that up, man, what a promoter is? Right? The promoter calls the shots, man. But Al Heyman is not a promoter. But they Al Heyman is the foreman, right? Y'all know what a foreman. Let me break it down in working terms, right? Al Heyman is the supervisor, right? Let's talk job sense, man. So maybe y'all can understand it then, right? Al Heyman is the overseer, right? It's like if you get a job, you have to get the orders from the boss, right? Yeah, you have to get the orders from the boss. But see, these guys said they were bosses. If they were the bosses, Al Heyman wouldn't have to tell them what to do, right? Ain't that how it works? It's just like with me right now. I'm the boss of Shanewz Boxing. If I want to go do some deliveries, like I did some deliveries this morning, for those of y'all that was watching that live, I'm the boss. Me and my daughter, actually, she's the boss. I let them, I work for them, right? You see, we was working, we did a couple orders, and I said, you know what, let's go get something to eat. She made the call. We went and got bagels, right? Watch that live stream we did this morning. We went and got, because she's the boss. She calls the shot. She said, yo, I'm ready to eat. All right, let's go eat. So it's the same thing with them. If you're the boss and it's time to eat, Al has to let you eat, right? Or you got to get approved to eat by Al. So who's really the boss, y'all? You can't go to lunch. What time can I go to lunch? What time you going to lunch? When's your next flight? Yo, can you get this? What do you? So wait, are you the? Who's the boss? Who's calling the shots, man? He just clearly explained that, right? When he was a grown man, I guess he's a grown man now, man. But I thought he was always grown. I thought he was always mine's only promotions. Oh, you got to talk to Al. I get it. So where's Al? Go get Al. Go get your boss, boy. Go get your boss. Hopefully you are catching the content, man. But see, that was his words, right? Sauce tripping today. He said it, right? I'll bring it back in one more time. Because I don't want y'all to think I put the words in. He said when he was grown, he wasn't grown. He had his Al had to talk. Look.
Like little niggas out, big niggas out. I'm like all that shit, man. They touching that ground, nigga. When I hit them, they touching that floor. I get a spot. Yeah.
He said,
"What's up, my man? I'm back. My dog."
Yeah, Charlo's good content,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right there. Like him, we cool.
Charlo's good content, yeah.
Somehow, the climate change. Them deals fucking up the climate, dog. Them deals fucking the climate change up a long time ago. All right, me and my dog finna talk. I love Hawaii because these people are my people, so it's like I really like Hawaii. I feel like it's like second home to me. I think you see me a couple weeks ago. Yeah, right. You see it. Guess that's fast, huh? What's this right here? Okay, look like ooh-wee. And I honestly think Earl Spencer's a good fight. I like Earl Spencer. I never spoke on this. I'm gonna speak on this right now. I don't have no issue with Earl Spence.
He never spoke on it.
I just hope we just finish walking me and goes, get our workout in. I don't have no issue with Earl Spence. I just feel that let's make the. I PBC now. Like, I don't know about. I ain't never got a phone call from. I got a few emails and DMs and here and there, and some contacts from the others. I ain't never got no real contact from the others as the grown man that I am now.
As a grown man that I am now. I was about Al.
Hey, Coach, can you give me the right bro, Coach? Hey, you got a mocktail? Yeah. You remember that drink I had?
There you go, Charles. Get that drink, man. Yo, get that drink, Charles. Live your life, man. You want to fight EJ, because you know you could beat him up now, huh? You know you could beat him up now, huh? Right? Yeah, that's a good fight, man. Y'all can make a lot of money in Texas. But can EJ fight? Does anybody know? Somebody put in the call to Team Spence, man. He looks good, right? That's a good fight, man. How much money you think they can make, man? Right? Let's talk money now. Pocket watcher, right? You know the reason I'm saying that? Because I'm about to play something else. Because Eddie Hearns now. How's the content looking, y'all? It's cool when they do it. Yo, Eddie Hearns said these boys be pricing themselves out, man. Right? Did y'all catch that? Look. You know, I came prepared today, man. This is boxing set tripping, man. Look, I gave y'all a whole hour. And I was, like I said, I was prepared. I really wanted to do the whole thing on the StreamYard and show the what's the names, like how everybody else does. But like I said, they hating on emotion over here. Well, look, it still hasn't stopped nothing. And shout out to Gumbo. Gumbo got his customized Team Shanewz hoodie. He's Team Shanewz. But let's listen to what Eddie Hearns had to say. Now, of course, people are not going to believe because it's Eddie. But he just said, the reason why I played him first, the reason why I played Charlo first was because everybody always says, man, Eddie Hearns is the white man, he's the devil, he's lying. But Charlo already said it. Now listen to Eddie.
I like the fight. I just don't believe he'll take it. You know, I mean, these guys, they just price themselves out straight away. And they go, oh, that's just my worth. So it's not your worth, mate. I know the numbers. And if you want the fight, and listen, you'll be very well paid. But if you actually want the fight rather than want a payday, let's talk. I like the fight. I just don't.
Now, see, he was talking about him probably fighting Boots Ennis. But you hear what he just said? If you want the fight, I know your numbers. Remember, a lot of you guys always was talking the numbers, man. Yeah, a lot of you guys was always talking the numbers, man. Right? A lot of you guys was always talking the numbers. What numbers? See, a lot of the numbers were false numbers. Eddie Hearns is a promoter. He's a payer, right? Remember, I could pull that up, but I'm not going to pull it up because for whatever reason, StreamYard is very goofy today. Remember when I pulled that up, what a promoter's job is? They pay. So a promoter has to pay everything. Right? Look, hold on. I'm going in my pocket. I got a couple dollars today. Hold on. Look, got a couple dollars. Look. The promoter, this is what the promoter does. The promoter pays. Look, got a couple dollars here. I'm going to go get lunch after this, man. I'm going to go get me something to eat, man. I got a couple dollars. Look, see, this is what the promoter does. You see what he said? I know the money. You know why the promoter knows the money? Because they the ones paying this right here. They the ones putting this out. So anytime somebody is paying something, you best believe they better know the logistics, what is being spent on this and what is being spent on that, right? So when he says, I know your worth or what you're making, right? Maybe that's why, because he's a promoter, right? And I'll pull that up real quick. Want me to pull that receipt up? Even though I did that, I think last year I did that. I ran that down, what an actual promoter does, right? And I watched other content creators try to run with that after they, you know, I did that. I'll put that up there. I think that won't freeze the content up. Yeah, here it is right here. I don't think that shouldn't freeze the what's the name up. Now if that freezes the StreamYard up, I definitely know what the fix is in. All right, let's pull that up. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? I don't think that's gonna freeze the live stream up. Yeah, y'all see it, right? Let's blow it up. Can I blow it up? Y'all see it though, right? Trying to make it crystal clear. I'll come down here on here. Maybe if I come down here, y'all can see it bigger. Uh-oh. Oh, let me close that up. Look, StreamYard's acting up, man. Yo, StreamYard is acting up. But what it said was what the promoter's job is. Let's see. I'll try one more time, man. Every time I go to share something, right? Now I broke this down, man. I broke this down. It says right here, a promoters organizes and promotes boxing matches, including securing fighters, venues, broadcasters, while handling marketing and public relations. They are crucial partners for boxers as the promoter needs the fighters to sell tickets and the boxer needs to promote and advance their career. Promoters are responsible for logistics. I said, F that, man. Yeah, StreamYard said, F that, man. Yeah, you kicking it too hard, man. Yeah, but I was breaking down what the promoter does, man. The logistics, financial, and promotional aspects of the fight, working to create exciting matchups to the public. Organize a fight. A promoter's main job is to arrange boxing matches, tournaments which involves fighting talented boxers, signing them to contracts. They secure venues, manage the budget. Remember, I just said that. That's why I was showing the money, right? Which can range from thousands to millions of dollars. Ensures all necessary permits and medical clearances are obtained. Broadcasting and marketing, right? Now that is big, right? Because what are we watching right now? Top Rank has no what? Broadcasting deal, right? They no longer have ESPN. But somebody was saying that they have something going on, a situation. Are y'all following that? Are y'all following that, man? Well, listen, I've been working for an hour. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm hungry. How was the content today, y'all? How was the content? Talk to me, man. Talk to me. I came in here. I gave my live. I'm feeling good, man. You know, through all the defamation of character and slander, we are still set tripping, still moving and grooving. I will still bust a nigga in the head. That's over my name, my legacy, my brand, my business. I will bust you in your head. I whoop your head, boy. You know I will. I whoop your head, boy. With the back of the steel, I whoop your head, boy. They gotta get ill. I whoop your head, boy. Right? Shout out to Curtis, man. 50. Remember that was 50's track. I whoop your head, boy. You know I will. I whip your head, boy. With the back of the steel, I whip your head, boy. He said, two niggas in the front, two niggas in Yeah, how's the content, man? Shout out to CW, Gumbo. And shout out to everybody in the bushes, man. Stay in the bushes, man. Cause I'm gonna tell you, you jump out the bushes on me, you might get your head bust. You might get your head bust. What the juvenile say? Yeah, that was you, that big body bands, huh? That's you that can't keep old lady because you keep working all the rents, huh? I know you ain't gonna let this nigga come and punk you, huh? Straight up in front you, huh? You know, what the road G's, huh? Yeah. You keep that iron clean, huh? Yeah. You keep that iron clean, huh? Use a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, remain the G, you don't be swine and the stuffer, right? Now this evening, if I come back on, I'm gonna do a follow-up with the zip with the drip. That was good content last night. They been hating, man, because like I said, I've been switching the content up. Um, and you know what it is? They know that I don't really need to cater to the boxing community no more. Because like I said, the boxing dudes, most of them are busters, marks, jealous ass fans that do nothing. Their content is watered down. A lot of the boxing content creators, and like I said, I'm gonna start doing more of these set tripping segments, right? This was the initial set tripping Saturday. I'm gonna do the set tripping Saturdays on Saturdays. I'm just gonna set trip. And like I said, if you don't like it, when you see me, get active. I'll punch you in your face. Right? Shout out to the homie, man. He's locked up Casanova. He said, punch you in your face, motherfucker. I'll knock your teeth out. Every time you see me, I got the heat out. See me if his beef is nothing to speak about. If his beef is nothing to speak about, man. You violate my name, you throw lies and slander on my name, it's nothing to speak about, man. Until you make that right, if you ever put any defamation of character, slander on my brand and business, that's why you always see me with my kids, because that's who you spoke on. Any of you niggas. That goes for all you niggas that puts lies and slander on my name, brands, and business. You spoke on my kids, right? So you know what it is with me. If you never apologize, you never say, yo, like I said, me and my man, we disagreed the other day. But I did not say, yo, CW, yo, you pussy. You a fuck nigga. None of that. Right? CW, you still in here, man. Put it in the comments, man. Me and you disagreed the other day. I did not say, yo, man, fuck you, CW. I did not say that. Right? Yeah, we disagreed on boxing. I did not call you out your name. I did not say you was pussy. You was a fuck nigga. None of that. Right? But these niggas thought it was cool to say that about me. I'm glad they did it over the internet. Because if they did it in real life and my what's name really could have won left, man. You see how I carry it? We got a problem here? Do we have a problem here? Word. But how's the content? He said the wood is still burning. Thank you. Thank you. That's why your team Shanewz boxing, man. A lot of these dudes, they could never be team Shanewz boxing, man. Never. Yeah, never, ever. Ever? Never. Never. They could never, man. Never be team Shanewz boxing, man. They could never, man. Never, ever, man. Listen, man. They couldn't be team Shanewz boxing and sweep these floors right here. They couldn't get the vacuum. Like, no, we don't have work for you. We have no work for you over here, man. Beat it. Yo, scram. Yo, scram, man. Yo, scram, man. How Carlito told Betty Blanco, get lost, man. Go snatch your purse or something, man. Get lost, man. Scram, man. Yo, scram. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this set tripping sauce. Hopefully, like I said, man, everybody, do what they do. Grow, glow, and go, man. And don't be afraid to front on niggas, man. Especially when niggas attempted to front on you, man. Front right back on them, man. But when you front on them, make sure you have receipts, right? You come with the receipts, man. All right, you heard? You come with the receipts, man. And you be like, yo, man, remember that shit you was saying about me? What was that about, man? I just like Joe Pesci told, I'm funny how, man. Yo, remember? Yo, you said I was funny, right? Remember, yo, y'all know that movie? That's a good movie, man. Goodfellas. He said, yo, man, you said I was funny, man. I'm funny how, man? Like, what's funny about me, right? Yo, I'm funny how, right? Yo, you said I was funny, right? You remember when I did that? I did that. Man. I said, yo, man, I'm weird, man. How, man? I'm here for the understanding, man. How am I weird? Just tell me. Like, I don't understand. I'm all about understanding. Just make me understand that. Like, I'm weird. How? How am I weird? This is give me that understanding, man. But yes, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed this sauce, man. It's cool when these guys do it, right? How is the content looking now? Look, an hour and I was actually an hour and a half. Because the behind the sauce view's been on for an hour and a half. Look. We be working over here, y'all. Look. We be working. This is my setup. Let y'all see my setup. Look, I was in room 2 today. I mean, I was in room 2. Definitely get with the merchandise. We got the hoodies out right now. The merchandise is rocking and rolling. The zip-up hoodies. We have all forms of jerseys, basketball, baseball, and football. It is football season. So if you want a football jersey, get with me. The varsity jackets, all that good stuff, man. But how is the content looking now, man? Nice microphone set up. Good space. To see the board is right there. They need to use the board today, man. But shout out to everybody that pulled up over here. Appreciate all the likes. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. You know, we just branching off, doing us, man. And if you was in the bushes, stay in the bushes. If you was a jealous content fan, stay a jealous content fan. But just know, if you spoke ill on my name, you already know. You got to come correct, man. That's defamation and slander, right? That's defamation and slander. And I hold court. So just know that. We're going to get to the court, right? I hold court, man. But hopefully you enjoyed the content and the source. You know, you do have options. Yes, I just wrapped up the behind the scenes. And we're going to get up out of here. I got to break this equipment down. Do y'all remember when I first was coming in here, right? I had my daughters with me. We saw down in the basement. Yeah, we used to be in the basement, man. We used to be in the basement. Now I'm upstairs, man. I'll be in all the different rooms upstairs, right? I'll be in all the rooms upstairs, right? But I started out in the basement, right? And I used to have my kids because now I do all this on my own. But remember, I wasn't like technically like, you know, the technical type of guy. We see now I done got a lot better as far as bringing down the equipment and setting up. But how is the content looking, man? I want to thank everybody that was always here from day one. The real ones, not the guys that were plotting and scheming, you know, the jealous ass fans, content fans. Because if you notice about the jealous content fans, right? I'm about to wrap this up. The jealous content fans, for all their views, right? And they know who they are. All of their, you know, plotting and scheming. What have you actually done and accomplished? For all your views, right? Like I said, I still see a lot of you guys. This is Saturday set trip. So I'm a set trip today. I still see a lot of you guys with no growth. I don't see you guys doing anything with no situations for no fighters. And that is another reason why, if you notice, I have fallen back. I do very to little of marketing and content for boxing like that. If I do, it's my content. You see me in the gym. You see me promoting fighters that are with me. I don't do all of that no more because I sat back and I watched what was going on. And I talked to my producers and my team about this. They got to pay. My stats are my stats now. See, you overlooked me for content. And a lot of these guys that you thought to have official content, they can't sell 10 tickets. But they got all these views, right? Yo, where's their merchandise at, man? For all their viewerships, where are their merchandise? Like I said, we are on till now the limited edition. Ex Gumbo. I can't wait for Gumbo. Because see, Gumbo's an international trucker. He's on the road. I can't wait for Gumbo to actually arrive home, back to his castle, and receive his merchandise. He already received it. But I can't wait for him to actually receive it, so then I could do another commercial of some more of my merchandise, right? That I have been able to move throughout now international borders without doing any views. Yes, I'm set tripping today. So when you speak on my name and you call me a fuck nigga or you lie about me, just know we got to get that understanding, because like I said, this is a brand. So when you talk foul about my brand, you are costing me money. And if you know blah, blah, Shah busts his gun for that. Right? Blah, blah, Shah goes to war for that. Hopefully y'all are catching this sauce. We set tripping today. You know? A lot of you niggas on this internet are marking busters, man. Please stay in your lane, man. Please, by all means, stay in your lane, man. You know, I stay out the way, man. I be trying to battle my demons every day, man. You know? But when people constantly lying on you and attempting to defame your character and slander you, it's only so much you can take, man. But how's the content, man? Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. I'm gonna go get into some extracurricular activities, man. You know, I'm gonna go get into some extracurricular activities, man. Because the Sauce experience, you know, we ride horses over here, man. I told you I'm a cowboy, man. Any of you boys cowboys? Do you ride horses? I ride horses. Yeehaw!
This is a news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know?
Playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
Yes, yeehaw. How is the content looking now? You know, you do have options. Yes, this is Sauce Talk, Showtime Shanewz Midi. I got the man himself, Mr. Sugar Hill. First off, champ, thank you for your time. This man needs a little introduction.
Sugar Hill on Sauce Talk.
That's right.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.